Now then, welcome to another edition of Barnsley Biker Video Diaries. Today we've taken a ride out to the Motorist. They always have something going off on a Saturday, but periodically they will have a motorcycle day, and today's one of them days. So I'm going to have a wander around. There's a bit of everything I've seen so far. Quite busy on the way in. So as I always do, we'll have a walk round. Anything I see that's interesting, I'll share with you. Only just arrived, I came out Triumph today, and already I'm boxed in. Just shows how busy and how popular it is so far. Now, Suzuki there behind me. As I say, lots of folk here already. Proper busy. There's a bit of everything. Nice paint job on this one. Selection of sports bikes. RVF. I'm tipping that's the 400. Fireblade. Nice NSR 400. Rare bike these days. Sort of got overshadowed by the RG and RD 500s, but you know what? One of those in good condition is probably a more desirable bike these days. One of the fastest production bikes, most powerful production bikes made, the Kawasaki H2, and his registration number reflects the model H2. There you go. To be fair, I've not really seen one on road. Nice selection of Sportsters.
Somebody else is good looking then.
Street Cup. This is a rarity. 888 3D says to 916. That's nice condition. Plenty of parking at the Motorist, but the car park is already quite full. Good turnout when you consider Sherborne's about 5 miles up the road and always busy. This is a cracking turnout for them. Yeah, needed to have a look at this one. Nice little 250 LC. What does surprise me these days, when you look at that alongside the modern sports bikes, how small they actually were. Tidy bobber. This bobber's getting a lot of attention, unsurprisingly. Very nice paintwork. If I can get closer for this on the back. That's cracking.
That's some of the best ever.
As the chap's saying, the more you look at it, the more detail there is on there. That is that's stunning. Yeah. Nice Harley next to it. Really good mix of new and old. And I think with the Motorist, because of the people it attracts, you get a lot of youngsters coming here because of the car association. But this gives them an introduction to the motorcycling, motorcycle lifestyle and culture. I think we've seen this TDR before, but anybody that watches my channel knows that they are one of my favourites. In the Yamaha Kenny Roberts, as they get called, colours. Loving it. CCM, they're going to become rare beasts now, aren't they? It's a collection of Triumphs. Just about every model. Right. I mentioned before, you scooter enthusiasts, yeah, you can't fault their enthusiasm basically. Always some nice ones, but it's a long time since I've seen a little Suzuki Love. Wow, that is a rare beast. Hey, remember selling them? Vision was more popular. Proper blast from the past. If we didn't sell at least one of these a week, we were sacked. And that's the full chips and curry sauce. Rack, top box, screen. £25 deposit, £25 a week. Yes. And then this TS caught my eye. Did you say 5 years to restore?
Yep. 5 years.
No. Cracking, absolutely. How many of these did we sell? There were not many in that colour. Can't quite see well, it's 24,000. There's always something to see at the Motorist that you might not have seen before. That's I don't think it's as old as at first glance you might think it is. Nice little hot rod. Quite a few L plate bikes here as well, which is good. Good to see new riders. A rare beast, that's CV1. Now becoming classics in their own right. That's when it comes to sports bikes, that's probably my favourite, to be fair, the R6. CBR 600, a collection of them. A ZX6R. 748. Wrong colour for Gail, but right colour for me. Handful of modern Ducatis there. Panigale, lucky person. Seems to be the week for slabbies. And this is one of the first model 750s with the choose greater exhaust. Sweet. The Motorist also has a decent selection of top end cars, bikes on display in this area. And today they've got the Rolls and a Duo Glide that's been on display for a while. Okay, leaving the Motorist. I think we've got a wasp following the camera, but still busy. Crowd control on the gate. Still a lot of folk turning up. They're letting bikes in the out gate, effectively. There's an airfield on the same estate as the Motorist, and there's some sort of event on at the airfield today, which is why There's such a queue of traffic, but they're letting bikes through, making the cars queue. As you can see, a massive queue. Don't know what the air event is, but yes, huge. Yeah, you can understand folk getting a bit frustrated looking at this queue of traffic. So, but I'm going to take the scenic route back and let you share some of it with me. But a good turnout, a good event. A nice broad selection of bikes, old and new, which is always good to see. Bumped into a couple of folk that I know, which is always good. Yeah, I think we'll tick that one off as a good day out. That tractor's going to be cursing when it gets round the corner, because he's probably got work to do. Anyway, as you can see, again in the middle of farmlands. This has always been big farming country, and well, harvest has been early if it's not been a good one this year. I think I've shared this road with you before, but I've had some good rides down here. But it's one of those deceptive roads that you've got to be a little bit careful. I mean, one, you've got the forest and signs warning you about wildlife crossing the road, but it's this nice long straight draws you in, but at the end we've got a left-hander followed by a series of left-right, left-rights. A good road on bikes, but it's probably more technical than you might think, to the point where I was once riding with a friend, good rider. He was on, of all things, a Ducati 888, and we were doing this road in the dark. I know the road reasonably well, but I was riding my Bandit with modified lights which weren't brilliant. His 888, the headlights were an ornament rather than a functioning accessory, but he decided he was going to come flying past me as we came into these bends. He missed this bend and went straight down that drive. Luckily managed to get the bikes halted under control. I got round the bend somewhere here and had to get off the bike. I'm sat on the grass verge splitting my sides with laughter when he finally gets the bike. Anybody that's had anything to do with 888s, they have the turning circle of an oil tanker. No steering lock whatsoever. They're basically race bikes, legal race bikes at the time. He'd gone down the drive, which was a gravel drive anyway, so it didn't give you much in the way of a good footing. As he'd gone flying down the drive, bringing the bike as best he could to a controlled halt, the owner of the house was stood in the doorway, was shaking his head and giving him daggers. And unfortunately, Mark had to push the bike 100 yards back up the drive backwards, which is not the easiest thing to do. Luckily Mark was quite a tall big lad, but yeah, he had to push the bike backwards up the drive, and then at the end remount and try and catch us up. was a good night. Decent roads. Okay, I'm going to do my outro before I ride home. I'm going to let you ride home with me, but you'll see this at the end of the video. I am the Barnsley Biker. Remember that. Please like, please subscribe, and until next one, I'll see you.